Hey guys, Odin here, and welcome to the first episode of Terraria Calamity, where we go through the Calamity series as a summoner. And of course, that's just how I do it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I took a lot of time to record and a lot of time to edit this video. I hope you all enjoy the new editing style that I implemented into this video. I hope you all give it a thorough look through. Hope you all enjoy it. If you do, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, what have you. Do what you want, of course. But by all means, please give this video a good look, and I hope you all enjoy. Without further ado, this is Odin signing out for now, and I'll see you all on the next one. Hey guys, Odin here, and I am playing Terraria. It's been a long time since I've played this. I will admit, I have not played Terraria in a long time. I figured I'd take a break from Dragon's Dogma. I figured I'd put the first 2 episodes out just to see how it would take. But I'm back with Terraria, so excuse me. I might swap back and forth in between Dragon's Dogma and Calamity, and then go back to Monster Hunter later on down the road whenever, or if a series comes up with my buddy of mine. But I figured I'd go ahead and give Terraria a try. There's been a lot of updates. The last thing I did with Terraria was with Brownie, I think. I think it was with Brownie. And that was on the PS4, and then maybe I might have done 1 or 2 mod videos on my laptop whenever that was a thing, years ago. But since then, Terraria has been updated to version 1.4. Point something, but I'm not sure what that is. Anyways, but then Calamity got booted over to 1.4, and the old 1.3 stuff got updated and all that jazz. So this is officially the latest version of Calamity on 1.4, and I have not done a video or anything on this mod since the boot over to 1.4. So I figured that's what we would do this time. We would go on a series, a journey, if you will, through the Calamity mod. So let's hop into it. Excuse me, I'm dying. So I still have a few characters here from previous worlds, but I added a new mod that will help kind of just update the experience here. So we're gonna hit new. We'll just go Summoner series, because that's what we do. So we do that, and then obviously we're gonna go classic because journey mode's too easy and hardcore is whatever's. And let's go random until we get something that we like. Voila, that looks pretty good to me. Alrighty, so yes, we are gonna be playing Summoner for this playthrough. The newest mod that I added, that I did some research before going with this, is a whip mod. So whenever excuse me, obviously we're gonna go master mode corruption because that's all you need. Medium, large. All right, we're good. Great. So as Calamity got booted over to 1.4. No issue there. I'm going to turn on these lights real quick because I get sidetracked easily. Alright, yeah, Calamity got booted over to 1.4. The only problem that I have with that boot is that there are no Calamity mod whips. As you all, or for those of you who do not know, whenever Terraria went from 1.3 to 1.4, they overhauled the Summoner class, which was arguably the weakest class of the 4, to include whips that will help your minions either deal additional damage, target better, like just better target acquisition, like it lets them know what to target exactly. Whips just do a whole bunch of things, and they deal summon damage, so they do benefit from your Summoner set armor bonuses. So that's a plus. But there are no Calamity whips to whenever Calamity got booted over to 1.4, they added the base game whips, but no Calamity mod whips. The latest mod that I added fixes that. It's an unofficial Calamity whips mod that adds, I think it said like 15 or 16 whips and 5 accessories to go along with it, and it better helps the whips scale through the Calamity mod. If y'all are excited to see this series or want to see more of it, do let me know. It's up to you all. I'd like to do it. I haven't played Terraria in a hot minute, especially not by myself. But we'll see what happens. You know, if y'all want to see more, just let me know, and we'll see where we go from there. Alrighty, we're in. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. What in the world? There we go. Apparently I had to undo my controller. I don't know why it automatically did that. Gosh, it's been so long. Let's open up the starter bag. Nothing too crazy so far. We got our squirrel stuff. You know, you gotta be a summoner. You gotta beat them with the squirrel. Don't need the bricks. Don't need. I guess I'll hang on to the staff for the merchant whenever I do. Maybe sell it eventually. But let's get started. The first thing I did was chop some trees, mine some dirt, build the shell of a house, find a living wood tree, get murdered by a gnome, upgrade the house, get murdered by monsters, and finally go mining. Alright, I'm back. As you can see, some changes have been made. I have a little hole down here to the right side of the start of my elevator, as you will. For those of you who are familiar with Terraria terminology, elevator is very important. I went ahead, and Vein Miner does exist as one of the mods I have installed, so of course I just set it to vein mine some cobblestone, and well, now we have a nice stone floor. And I did do some deforestation over here to my right, but I planted back because that's what you're supposed to do. And we can now make the prison builder, which is just our unlimited house enabler plus an additional 200 wood, which allows us to just, well, build some prisons. So if you want an effective prison builder, you gotta go on top of your roof here, away from all the slimes that want to absolutely murder you. Find a good height above your head. I say right here is about good, and you just, oh dear heavens, I think you have to right click it, right? Right click to choose options, yeah. So we obviously want it to be wood, and we obviously want it to be lit. And then you just click right there, and voila, you have a perfectly viable NPC house, no furniture needed, already able to just occupy whoever wants to live here. And you see our merchant has arrived, so we're good on that end. The only problem with this setup is that, of course, happiness is a factor that does exist, unfortunately. And so this won't be the most viable setup ever. But it is a setup, so, you know, that's all that matters, of course. Next, I hunted some robots for their scraps. After that, I turned some sand into sandstone and combined it with desert feathers I got from vultures to craft our next summon weapon, the Sun Spirit Staff. Ah, yeah, we got our miniature sun. Let's go. Sweet. And then we still only have 5 wood from scrap. Let's go ahead and place down our chests and get some of this inventory sorted out, because dear heavens, this is awful. Alright, that's looking like a better inventory. Whoa, what are you? Oh, that's right, you're a robot for one of the mods. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to get up there to get that other star. But we can go and collect the few that have fallen. We'll go ahead and let them spawn and get in their homes. There we go. Now they're all home, which is good. There's a bunny murder. The next thing I did was go on a super long mining session. picked up a lot of goodies here, particularly some good iron and some silver. But some good goodies nonetheless. So we can go ahead and convert all this into bars. Looks like I picked up some gold too. How about that? But the whole point of that expedition was to make this a sawmill. So we create a sawmill. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So we create a sawmill, which in turn allows us to make a loom. And the loom allows us to turn silk, or spider webs into silk. We need 5 silk, I made 6. And then we can turn that silk, there we go, bed. No, it takes 5, I'm just blind. We can make a bed, and then we can set our spawn point on the bed, and we can sleep through the night because 1.4 allows you to sleep and speed up time while you're sleeping, which is just utterly fantastic, and we can go ahead and quick stack on that. After we make the bed, I go get some sand, murder some robots, turn the sand into glass for a grandfather clock, and finally made our first whip of the game, the Wolfram Chain. Now we don't need our sword anymore. Replacing 9 with 10, and it gets a set bonus with summon damage, so that's good. And then is there anything else that I needed to make? I don't believe so. So now we can place our clock. We can place it outside here. Like that, and then we got our time. It's 11 a.m., so that's good. And then we have a whip. I need feral claws to make it auto swing, but it's a whip nonetheless. Haha. That's awesome. That's awesome. No complaints there. So I'm gonna take a guess to say our desert's down here. Alright, so we touched down in the desert. Oh, that scared me. Yeah, I'm hearing something very non-friendly. Well, at least our whip lights up the area so we can kind of see what's around us. That's a benefit. After we reach the underground desert, we proceed to murder the denizens of it for their mandibles and for any other loot, but we ultimately end up dying. Alright, I'm back. As you can see, it's been quite a while since cuts, so I have nearly maximum health up there in the upper right, and I have a whole bunch of other stuff going on. I'll show you that in a little bit, but today we're going to open up our storage, or we're going to fix our storage issues. I got an extractor down there, went through a ton of mining. Got some cool accessories over here. I can run fast, double jump, swim, no fall damage. And I found this cool gladiator's locket, which makes swords fly around me, which is pretty cool. The next goal is to upgrade our storage. To do this, I went on a massive mining expedition for certain gems and lots of silver and iron. Alright, the first thing you're going to want to do is make a chest. For however many storage units you want to use, you need that many chests. So I have 1, 2, 3, I have 5 chests up there right now. I typically like to go around 9, so we'll make 4 more. And then we'll do those chests there whenever we dismantle and remove. So then you're going to need the amount of chests you want and your 2 additional crafting and interface items, which is the crafting heart and the crafting, or the storage heart and the storage crafting heart. So we'll want 11 of these. We want 11 of those. And so the emeralds and the diamonds with the storage component makes the storage heart, which is where we access our items. And then we have a storage crafting interface, which is sapphires, a diamond, and that right there. There we go. If you are familiar with Minecraft's ME system, this is a lot like that. This is basically Terraria's version of that. So that allows us to interact with our items and our storage units, and this allows us to craft. And then these are our storage units, which takes a storage component, a chest, and 10 silver bars. Any silver, so silver or tungsten. We have 106, so we have plenty of space to make 90, or 9 of these. So we'll do 4 for now. And then when we move our items over, we will start replacing our chests as well. So for now, we'll just put the heart over here. and then the crafting interface is there, and then we can just start depositing stuff in. So we don't need any of these. The stuff I do want to keep, I'm going to toss. Don't need those, don't need the hammer, don't need the gel. Really all we need is just the silver and these, so we'll favorite these for now. So then what you can do is just go over here and hit loot all. Go over here and hit deposit all. And you can just rinse and repeat for all your other chests. There we go. And as you can see, whenever a storage unit is full, it'll become red. If it's mildly full, it'll be yellow, and if it's empty, it's green. So we just hit deposit all. And just like that, our storage problems are solved. Now we pick up the rest of our chests. Pick up our heart. Go down here. And we can make the rest of our storage units. There we go, there's our other 5. So we can now unalter silver because we no longer need it. And we'll pick up our furnace. That, and the rest of that can stay down there. So then what you can do is boop, 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 boop. We'll have to move our music box down there. So you put the crafting interface there and the storage chart there. Whoopsies. Right there, and it will automatically link up to your storage unit. So what we need to do is make a we need our wood right quick. Another wood right quick to make a crafting bench. And I know I could take that one down there, but that's housing the piggy bank. And I can't place a piggy bank on nothing, so I have to have something. So we'll toss those in there, like so. And then for the crafting interface, excuse me, you have all of these. These are your crafting stations. You put your workbench and your furnace, sawmill, anvil, loom, anything and everything that you can use as a crafting station can go in this bar, and it'll automatically make you be able to craft using that crafting bench. So there we go. Our item problems are solved, and we can upgrade these 9 different tiers, I think. Our next tier is going to be the Demonite, which is whenever we fight Eater of Worlds. We combine Demonite bar, or I guess in Cthulhu too, we combine Demonite bars with Amethyst, and we can upgrade the center storage from gray to purple, and it will increase their item capacity. So that's how that works. So if we look in here, and this shows you also these little 4 green circles and this 3 red and 1 green. This is show all known recipes. So this is everything that we can craft, all the way up to in-game. And we can filter it by summon weapons, so this will show us every summon weapon we can get in the game, including all of our new whips that we can learn how to get. So isn't that just amazing? For this next bit, we start preparing for our first boss. We need cactus, sand, antlion mandibles, and stormlion mandibles to create the desert medallion to summon the first boss of the game, Desert Scourge. Those are the rarest fast boots in the game. Oh yeah, we got our antlion mandibles. Sweet. Alright. So now it's time for a perilous journey into the demon lands. Our next task is to go to the corruption and find ourselves a demon altar, because the demon altar is the only crafting station that can be used to craft the desert medallion, which is the boss summon item for the Desert Scourge. Alright, we made it to a demon altar, so now what we can do is we can craft this desert medallion, which will allow us to fight our first boss. Mission accomplished. Before we can fight Desert Scourge, we need to make an item from the Louis AFK mod. To make this item, we need a builder potion, which requires a glass bottle and Shiverthorn, which we don't have. Thus, we try to find the ice biome to get Shiverthorn, and find some water to make a water bottle. There we go. I was starting to think I'd never find it. Shiverthorn seeds. We need to plant these. These are important. These are very important. More. Okay, so we got all the ones on the surface. 6. 6 I think is just enough. I think I needed 5 for the item I want to craft. So now what we can do is we can just deposit everything into here. And we can craft our builder potion. Like so. And then we can craft a frost blossom, yes. There we go, 5, yes, awesome. Sweet. That'll come in handy for us later. With the arena platform builder and frost blossom staff crafted, we set out for one final accessory before we finally fight Desert Scourge. To prepare the fight, we place arena platforms above the sand, and after that, we finally summon him. We got this. So yeah, that happened. A lot. So something wasn't working. To fix myself, I set out to commit mass robot murder, gathering their scraps and their cores to craft our first armor set. Alright, I got armor set, and that allows me to have an extra minion, so now I have my Frost Flower active. And so, you know, I just committed some Wolfram genocide, so let's see how this goes now. I'm tired of dying of this fool. Already my DPS is looking so much better. Oh my goodness, how did I not get hit there? That was way too close. Oh my goodness. It's game over for this man. We got him. Let's go. With the Desert Scourge defeated, we can now make some better armor. After that, we head down into the underground sea to look for a new accessory. Bingo. Victide armor. And then obviously the boots. Perfect. Finally made it. We're after jellyfish. Got it. We were after this voltaic jelly, which gives you +1 max minions. And that's what we were after. With our extra minion slot accessory, the voltaic jelly, we can now have up to 3 minions And so we craft ourselves a robot. Now we have a robot. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed this first episode of Terraria. This is Odin signing out for now, and I will see you all on the next one.